Hey guys, Cheyenne here. Hair is kind of, I didn't really fix it today. I just kind of let it be. I've had a really relaxing day today. I took like a 4-hour nap, 5-hour nap. Oh, I've just been so tired. But anyway, welcome guys. This is a new moon gathering. I was just going to go through here. So, yeah, this might be a long live video. So go ahead and grab a cup of tea, a cocktail, a coffee, a soda pop. I got a soda pop. Some water, you know, whatever you want to sip on. Go ahead and get everything ready for the full moon. I'm going to grab me a sweater. Put some music on. Okay. Is anybody on yet? Nope. Okay. Alright. I hope y'all are doing well. Whoever views this later. You know, if y'all view it later. You can always do a fire ceremony tomorrow night. If you want, tomorrow during the day. You know, the shadow phase of the full moon is for like 3 days after the full moon. 3 days before the full moon, so yeah. So yeah. This may be about a 2-hour long video, just letting y'all know. Let me run through and let y'all know what we'll be doing. Let me get some music on here first. It's just so quiet. And I like quiet, but okay. Alright, guys. Alright, is anybody on? Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? It's 8:03. Where is my little... Gotta get my heated seat going. My little heating pad underneath me. Makes me feel better. Alright, so yeah. Thanks for joining me tonight. There we go. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for liking or following my Facebook page. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing to my Facebook channel. I truly appreciate that too. I will be posting this video on YouTube so that it'll be there forever. Here on Facebook, it'll only last for 30 days, just letting y'all know. But yeah, check out my page on YouTube. It's called Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. I need to plug in my little lamp my mom got me. It's adorable. It's a little witch's hat. Yeah, let me get the candles lit too, guys. I'll put timestamps on the YouTube. When I post this onto YouTube, I'll put timestamps in the description box. And here on Facebook, when I get done, I don't know if you can do that, but I'll try to do it in the comment section. I will put timestamps so that y'all know where to find what, okay? So right now, what I suggest y'all do is write down all the things you want to release. I've already written all the things I want to release on my little sheet of paper here. Oh, but anyway, so yeah, write down all the things you want to release and let go of. I'm going to do my little fire ceremony here in my bedroom tonight. We're going to make some full moon water, and then what you do, well, anyway, let me go through what we're going to be doing. So I have my crystals here. I'm going to show y'all how I charge my crystals and stones. We're going to make some moon water. I'm going to give y'all some information about the full moon. we'll move on into the full moon fire ceremony and release and let go. We will do a little short full moon meditation, more like a visualization of like releasing those things and letting those things go, you know. And then we'll end the little gathering with a full moon tarot reading, okay? So yeah. Okay. Making sure I had all that information. Oh, I might want to keep my little timeline over here so I know. Alright guys, so welcome to the fire gathering, full moon gathering. So this is my mortar and pestle that I use to grind my herbs with. You can kind of see some herbs up in there. Because I only clean it with water. And so not all the herbs get out of there. They kind of get stuck. But anyway, I didn't have a selenite bowl. That is the best thing you can use to charge your crystals. And what you do is you put them outside under the full moon. Some people leave them there overnight. I don't. But anyway, here's my bowl. And that's what I'll be using to take my crystals outside later and charge them. Let me move that out of the way. Ooh, that's so heavy. Alright, watch out, Harry and Hermione. You can put your crystals in a wooden bowl. Wooden bowls work really well. I mean, that's what I use anyway. If you don't have a selenite bowl, something made of the earth, you know, is what I feel like. This is a stone. I think it's granite, or something. I got it at an auction. But anyway, yeah, I think it's granite though. But anyway, you can use anything, like I said, use a wooden bowl, a glass bowl, you know, because glass, you know, is formed from like sand, I think. So that would be very earthy. Some kind of element, you know, put them in a earthy element bowl to charge. I don't know a whole lot about crystals. I know the ones that I like to use. I know information about those, but I don't know about every single one yet. Eventually I may. Oh, I thought that was a hair. Anyway, yeah, if you're just now joining in, thank you. This is a full moon gathering that I'm doing. My name is Cheyenne. I have a YouTube channel called Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. This video will be posted there later. So if you want to view it next month, you know, the month after, and do a little fire ceremony with, you know, at home, and follow along, you know, it'll be on YouTube forever, okay? But yeah, thank y'all so much for joining in. Please feel free to follow me and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate it. It really does help me out. Okay, so how to make moon water. So I've got a bottle of water here. You can use tap water. I've used tap water before. But all you need is like a glass. I like to use clear glass jar with a lid, especially if you're going to be placing this outside. You can put herbs in here. Look up different herbs that will help, you know, like cleanse you. Hyssop is a good one for cleansing. And what I like to do is put the herbs in there, put the water in there, and then set it outside under the light of full moon. And then I use that water in my bath, you know, to do like a spiritual bath. But all you do is you just pour your water in there and bless it and pray for it. I like to put really good intentions into my water. You know, whenever I'm placing it outside, what I'll do tonight is just place them under the light of the full moon. I'll probably put some herbs in there. I didn't get any herbs that, ready ahead of time. I wish I would have, but Anyway, that's how you do moon water, full moon water. You just put your water into a glass jar, set it outside in the full moon, pray over it, you know, pray, like put good intentions into the water, what you want the water to help you with, you know, really pray about it, really think about it when you do that. That's what I'll plan to do tonight. After this little gathering, I'll go outside and I'll pray over the water and place it out under the full moon. Okay? If y'all are just joining in, thank you so much for viewing this video. I truly appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it is Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. Check that out. Give the video a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. It does help out the channel. It does help out my Facebook page. If you haven't followed my Facebook page, feel free to do that as well. Thank you so much. Hey Tammy, how are you tonight? Alright, so now I'm going to give y'all a little bit of information about this full moon, okay? I wrote down so much information. I even wrote out a reading. I planned a reading for this full moon. You know, some good questions to ask. Not very many because, you know, whoa. But here's some information about the full moon that I got, that I gathered. I didn't gather a whole lot. I didn't do a lot of journaling about this full moon. This full moon, I'm not feeling real strong energy from it. I don't know why. But, I mean, I'm feeling, the strong energy I felt is rest. Like I said, I took a 4 to 5 hour nap today. Just been exhausted. But of course I'm on my moon cycle too, so that might be the reason I'm so tired. But anyway, so the full moon for July is today, Thursday. It happened, it was totally full, 100% at 3:37 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which is Oklahoma time. If you add the numbers up, 7, 10, 25, you reduce, in numerology, I want to let y'all know, you reduce each section, so the month, because each number is so important, especially for your birthday. When you're adding that up, if you don't add it up correctly, you know, you could get the wrong number. You could think you're a 33, but you're really a 6, because it, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that. But you need to reduce each section. The month, you know, 7 reduces to 7. 10 would be 1 plus 0 reduces to 1. And then 2025, 5 plus 2 plus 2 would be 9. It, you know, reduces to 9. And then you add those up and you get 17, which then you can reduce that down to an 8. So today is an 8, okay? 8s are ambitious people. It's a karmic number. I mean, ambitious, karmic, enduring, progress and decisive action. Those are words associated with the number 8. 337, when you add it up, it adds up to 13, which reduces to a 4. 4s are practical and loyal, service-oriented people. The 4 talks about stability and structure. If you use military time, it reduces down to a 7. 7 is a spiritual and curious number. I mean, spiritual and curious people. They're very analytical. It also, the number 7 talks about personal growth and planning and assessing. This full moon activates the Cancer-Capricorn axis, asking us to step back and examine our inner strengths. It's a time to recognize our power while being aware of potential pitfalls like power struggles. We should strive to carry out our plans with wisdom and kindness, as emotions may be heightened during this time. This full moon is governed by Saturn, inspiring us to embrace our life purpose. However, it's also vital for us to take some space for grief and sadness as well. Let us use this moment to tap into what we want most in life and devise practical ways to make it happen. Okay, so I wrote down some information about the full moon in Capricorn. The sun right now is in Cancer, so I thought those were two, you know, pretty strong components, you know, about today. Full moon Capricorn. Capricorn is an earth sign. Earth signs are usually associated with abundance, stability, solidity. It's a cardinal sign. They are the leaders and the idea people of the zodiac. Saturn is the planet that rules Capricorn. The day of the week is Saturday. It talks about life lessons and destiny. Capricorn is the 10th house. The 10th house is Capricorn's house. It talks about career and reputation. Capricorns are ambitious people. They're leaders. They're conservative. They can be pessimistic, but they're very responsible. In the tarot, Capricorn is it's the devil card, number 15. Let me get that, because I was going to get those cards for today. Okay. And then we need Chariot. I must have passed it. Oh, there it is. All right. So the Capricorn card in Tarot is the Devil card. Let me cover up the nudity real quick. You can see they're like chained together. I don't know if you can see those chains, but they're like chained together. 15, which is the number of this card, reduces down to a 6, which would be then connected to the Lover's card in Tarot, the Gemini card, the Lover's card. But it's like in this situation, yeah, you can see it better if I do it like that. They're chained together. This would be a toxic relationship. You know what I mean? The Lover's card would be a good, light, happy, soulmate, divine connection relationship. But this would be a karmic relationship, a toxic relationship, you know. And then Capricorn, the Devil card is also connected to the root chakra, which is the first of seven primary chakras in your body. It's located at the base of your spine. The root chakra is also associated with feelings of safety, grounding, and survival. The color for the root chakra is red, okay? So wear red to help you open up your root chakra. Paint your fingernails red. You know, like you could do all sorts of things to incorporate red into your daily life, you know. The Devil in reverse, it talks about releasing, limiting, oh wait, the crystal or stone, whatever you want to call it, associated with the Devil card, it is the garnet, which it awakens our inner fire and helps produce life force energy and confidence. The Devil in reverse, or the Devil card, talks about your shadow self, restriction, attachment, addiction, sexuality, materialism. In reverse, it's releasing, limiting beliefs, exploring dark thoughts. Okay? Let's talk about Cancer now, which is where the sun is at right now. Happy birthday, Cancers. Okay? Cancer is a water sign, which is associated with the emotions, dreams, healing, and intuition. The universal realm is a cardinal sign. They're the leaders, the idea people of the zodiac, which is what Capricorn is too. Cancer is ruled by the moon. The day of the week for the moon is Monday. It talks about intuition and feminine. Cancer's house is the 4th house, which rules home, family, and the unconscious. Cancers are known to be healers and homemakers. They're very emotional, nurturing, protective, and intuitive. I've heard that they're the most intuitive sign in the zodiac. Number 7, the Chariot, that's this card right here. It talks about the number 7 talks about personal growth, planning, and assessing. It is associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is the 3rd chakra, located just above your navel, your belly button. The solar plexus chakra is associated with personal power, self-confidence, and the element of fire, influencing how we assert ourselves and make decisions. The color for the solar plexus is yellow. which is very prominent in this card. The stone associated with the Chariot card is Tiger's Eye, which is very grounding. It's a protective stone. It helps you gain confidence. The number 7, the Chariot. So this card talks about control, willpower, success, self-assertion, determination, victory. It's the fastest moving card in the deck. In reverse, it talks about self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction. Okay? Oh. I don't know if that was too loud or not. Oh, that's the reading. Alright, so let's get into the fire ceremony. Let's go ahead and begin that. For me, it's like a continuous prayer. Just letting y'all know, it's like I'm praying the whole time I'm doing the fire ceremony. Okay? That's just how I do things. I'm going to put those cards up there because we're going to use them for the reading here in a moment. Alright. Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please be here with us tonight for this full moon fire ceremony. If you haven't got your papers ready, go ahead and get your papers ready. Write down something you want to release on your paper, and then we're going to burn it in the fire ceremony. That is the fire ceremony, is burning and releasing things that no longer serve us. You should write on, whatever it is that's making you sad, write it down on your piece of paper, okay? All right. Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please be here with us tonight. Please help us to release and let go of things that are weighing us down and making us heavy, making us feel drained, making us feel exhausted. Help us to release those things so we can be lighter and more free. Please watch over all the people watching this video tonight, dear Heavenly Father. Please help them to release and let go. Help them to make space for something better, something new. And please just watch over everyone, protect them from harm, protect them from evil. Please help me to release these things that are written on this paper. Help me to let them go. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you so much for helping me to release those things. I know that I will see these prayers answered in your divine timing, and I thank you for that. Please accept this Palo Santo as an offering. Please help this Palo Santo cleanse my energy, to cleanse the collective's energy, to cleanse this space, to remove all negative energy, all evil spirits, in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you, dear Heavenly Father. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse my space, guys, okay? Make sure you open a window to let out all the bad. Okay. All right. Thank you, dear Heavenly Father, so much. Thank you so much. Those ashes look weird from that paper. So yeah, they usually last longer out on the beach because we're all tossing in the paper, we're going around in a circle, and then I usually have like a bag of herbs that I've put together with different herbs that mean different things, you know, and pass that around. We all take a handful and put it into the fire as an offering, you know, thanking God for answering those prayers of releasing whatever it is we needed to release, you know what I mean? So yeah, if you're just joining in, thank you so much. Thank you, Cindy, for watching tonight, and Tammy, I appreciate y'all. I just did a little fire ceremony. This video will be on Facebook for 30 days, but I will be posting it to YouTube. So check out my YouTube channel. It's Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. Okay, I will put a link to that in the comment section whenever I'm finished with this video. Let me write that down. If I don't write it down, I will forget. All right. So now we'll move into the full moon meditation. This won't be a very long meditation. It's just kind of like to help you visualize the release and the let go of the things that you have written down on a piece of paper that we burned together in my little iron skillet. This is how I did mine tonight, guys. If you're just tuning in, you can see the paper there where I burned it. It's really simple if you have a small iron skillet to do it at home. It does create a lot of smoke, so make sure you can crack a window, okay, or something to let the smoke out. Yeah, so let's move into the meditation, okay, guys? I have one that I found on the internet, so I'm going to bring that up. Okay, so the full moon is a time of releasing and receiving. During this time, we are letting go of the old so we can grab onto the new intention we manifest at the time of the new moon. Full moons are a time for celebration. Yeah, gather with your closest friends and harness the powerful magic of the full moon. A natural time of ovulation. Which is funny, I've already went through the ovulation. I am on my period. That's how my full moon usually is. Okay, so now what we're going to do, find a comfortable space. Make sure that you're wearing comfortable clothes, okay? Make sure you have some water nearby that you can sip on. I'm going to grab that water bottle. Yeah. So what we're going to do is, I've already cleansed the energy with the Palo Santo. Now what we're going to do is we're going to become present. We're going to listen to our breathing. Try breathing in for like 3 seconds, holding the breath for 3 seconds, and then releasing the breath for 3 seconds, okay? We're going to do this for a few minutes, or for a few breaths, and then I'm going to start talking about how to, you know, how we can visualize this release, okay? Okay. As you're breathing, feel your body relax. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. Let those burdens just roll off your back. All of that stress, help it to just roll off of you. Release it, let it go. Be here now in the present moment. Visualize the things that are causing you stress, the things that cause you sadness, the things that weigh you down. It could be a person, it could be a place, could be a job. Whatever it may be, visualize holding those objects in your hands and laying them at the feet of God, saying, here, Lord, I cannot deal with these things right now. I give them all to you. I hand it all over to you. I'm handing over all my worries. I'm handing over any kind of soul ties, connections. I'm handing over all of these things to you, and you will tell me, you know, when I should pick them back up again, or if I should pick them back up again at all, you know, and just give them to Him. When you do, you'll feel so light and so free. Visualize yourself cleaning out the clutter inside your body, inside your mind. Clear out any negative self-talk. Clear out any self-sabotaging ways that you may have. Clear out old mindsets. All things that you were told to believe, but you don't necessarily believe, you know. Clear out all of those things, and make way for new. Like you're going shopping for a whole new wardrobe, you know. Make way for all the new. It's like cleaning out your closet. Thank you so much for this release, Heavenly Father. Thank you so much. All of y'all who are joining in, we just kind of winged it and did our own little meditation there. But yeah, let's get into a full moon reading for y'all. Let me move my crystals and stones. That's what I figured it would be. Hey Cindy, hey Tammy, I hope y'all are doing well tonight. So we're going to move into the full moon reading, okay? If y'all have any questions or anything, feel free to drop them in the comments section and I will answer them, okay? But yeah, let's get into the full moon reading. Alright, so the Devil card. Full moon in Capricorn. Full moon is Cancer. You know what I mean? So, with the Devil card, I thought, man, what questions could we ask tonight? You know, that's kind of associated with this full moon. So, you know, because it's all about releasing and letting go. So, for the Devil card, I come up with what unhealthy habits or coping mechanisms does the collective need to release? Okay, that's one question we're going to ask. And then we're also going to ask, what unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release? You know, because unhealthy relationships are not a good thing, guys. They will only cause you to, they just break your body down. You know what I mean? You'll lose weight, you'll get sick. Chariot card. What is preventing the collective from moving forward? Because you know the Chariot is like fast forward movement, you know, and so if you're not able to move forward right now, if something's preventing your forward movement, we want to find out what it is so you can release it, right? So we're going to find out what is preventing y'all's forward movement at this time, okay? So we're going to ask 3 questions, and I'm going to pull some tarot. Start with the Light Seers deck for y'all. Ooh, Seven of Swords. That is not good. Seven of Swords talks about deception. You know, lying, cheating, stealing. Oh, I love that little knight. With this little, he's so romantical, you know. Oh. Maybe some truth and clarity is coming about someone, you know, someone's going to bring you some truth about how they truly feel. I don't know. Don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Alright, for the collective. Guys, this is a reading for the collective, so it's not a personal one-to-one reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't fit. He could be a she could be a he, okay? It's all about the energy. I'm going to ring a bell to cleanse space, and I use dice at the end. Both can be very loud, but I will warn you about the amount of time. And guys, I cuss a little, okay? I do cuss a little, so be aware of that, okay? So yeah, let's begin by ringing the bell. This may be loud. Okay. Alright, for the collective, what unhealthy habits or coping mechanisms does the collective need to release? Please and thank you. Something keeping you awake at night. Could be mental activity, you know, could be mental health. Your mental health is unhealthy habit. Maybe, you know, listening to intrusive thoughts, or allowing those intrusive thoughts to control, you know, how you live day to day. I don't know. Maybe you could, what you need to be doing is resting, you know, or you could be resting a little too much. You could be sleeping a little too much, you know, if you're sleeping all day, you know what I mean? King of Cups. We got 5 of Wands. That's conflict. Oh my gosh. Unhealthy habits or coping mechanisms. Okay. Seven of Pentacles talks about patience. So maybe you're not having patience right now and you need to have patience. Truth, clarity. That wouldn't be something you need to release right now. I think you're being given the truth and clarity about something you need to release. You know, it could be, maybe you're taking your cup, you know, you're offering your cup of love to too many people, you know. Maybe you go around creating a lot of conflict. You like arguments and stuff. I don't know. This could be you need to lay to rest, you know, a lot of things. Yeah, lay to rest and have patience. Yeah, this is like release and make way for the new. You know, it's like you're releasing, you're letting go, and you're getting ready to start working and building and growing something new. You know, it's like release and then call in, you know, what you want. You're being given clarity about this right now, about what you do need to release, what you do need to let go of, when it comes to unhealthy habits and coping mechanisms. You could just be going around seeing the world with rose-colored glasses on. You know what I mean? You could be one of those people. And yeah, as far as conflict, you could have, this could cause a lot of conflict in maybe a relationship that you have. You know, wearing the rose-colored glasses, maybe you need to see them for who they truly are. You know? I don't know, though. I think maybe this King of Cups, if this is your energy, if you're in this King of Cups energy, you could have, it's like you're in conflict with yourself about maybe taking someone a love offer. But we're talking about unhealthy habits and coping mechanisms. They're very emotional people, you know, King of Cups. They're empaths usually. Unhealthy habits. Yeah, the devil. That could be a lot of unhealthy habits. For sure. Yeah. To me, it's like you're just in your head about a whole lot of things. You know it? That's what it feels like. You know, once you release these things, yeah, look, you're releasing. You're walking away, you're letting go. You could be gaining clarity right now about all of this, you know? You're gaining clarity, that's for sure. And you've went within, you've rested, you know what I mean? So you are definitely gaining clarity. You've been working hard on this, on releasing and letting go of these unhealthy habits, of maybe of arguing. You know, you could be this Knight of Cups or this King of Cups, and you're arguing with the other person. It could be you're arguing with like your inner child, your inner self. There's some kind of conflict there, you know. This could be two lovers, I don't know. But there's some kind of conflict going on. And it's like that's something you're going to have to release right now and let go of. It could be some kind of unhealthy habit, like I said, of maybe dating one too many people at the same time, maybe 5 people, and it's just really conflicting. Trying to date all these people at one time. I don't know, guys. I don't know what y'all got going on. Jeez Louise. But that is definitely something you're going to have to release and let go of, these habits, you know. And it could be, you know, not seeing things clearly. You know, that could be a habit of yours, is allowing intrusive thoughts, you know, to flood your mind. It could be you're sleeping too much. You could be sleeping at night, you know, 8 hours, and then you're sleeping like 8 of the other hours, you know, during the day. I don't know. You could lack patience right now, and so right now you need to be working on patience. You could be needing rest. You could be working yourself to the max and not allowing yourself to rest. That is a toxic habit, you know, of not resting. So make sure you rest. Make sure you see the truth. Make sure you don't wear rose-colored glasses. You know, that's a romantical type person who could have rose-colored glasses on. Try not to create any conflicts or arguments, okay? Try to be at peace, like the King of Cups, you know? Try to be balanced in your energy. What unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release? What unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release? Thank y'all for joining in. I truly appreciate y'all watching. Whoa. Oh my. Could be a toxic friendship. I don't know. What unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release this time? What unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release at this time? I'm going to scoot these over. Wow, that just came right on out. Unhealthy relationships. Let's see. Nine of Swords again. And I even did a little side shuffle. You know, that's just crazy. A relationship that makes you feel trapped. A relationship that makes you feel invisible, restricted, like you can't go see your friends, you can't go see your family, you can't go work, you can't do whatever you want to do, you know, something that's restricting you big time. Yeah, you're moving on to calmer waters for sure. For sure. You're releasing these relationships. Yeah, look at you moving fast. Nine of Swords and the Star. You are moving toward wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? You're moving toward, oh my gosh, it's like a healing love. You could be moving to, like, running toward a healing love. Running toward your wish come true. Someone that you just really think is awesome. Yeah, because you're running away from this. Yeah, you're running away from this and running toward that star. It could be a king. There's a King of Pentacles in your energy that you need to release. This person could overdrink. Nine of Cups, that can, you know, it could be in a poor, pitiful me, woe is me, look at me, I'm, you know, all sad attitude, I don't know, spoiled little brat type energy. Yeah. They could have 9 cups of love going on at one time. Like I said, someone who's dating multiple people. This person could be a player energy, you know, I don't know. But that's a relationship you need to release. Another one could be with Queen of Wands, who you've known from the time you were a kid. Libra, Queen of Wands, Libra, that's a Justice card. Queen of Wands, you know, it could be an attorney that you know, someone who works for the justice system. Queen of Wands, you've known them forever, okay? Queen of Wands can be a Aries, Leo, Pisces, or Aries, Leo, Pisces, what the hell? Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? Yeah, it's a relationship that, you know, you've known this person forever. Now we've got a Knight of Wands, a Two of Wands, There's Leo again. Oh, that was fire, not Leo. Anyway, Emperor, Aries. There is strong fire here. Got Queen of Wands, Emperor, and Strength. Those are all fiery energies. You got the Knight of Wands. That's fire. It's a player energy, usually. So, this could be you. You could be this very fiery, passionate energy. You could have a lot of strength, a lot of confidence. You could be making a decision, you know, to move away from, you know, to go on a different path. You don't want to be a player anymore. You know, it's like you're moving on from this path of being a player into confidence, strength. Being an Emperor energy, that's a boss. You know, a fatherly figure. Someone who's solid, man. That's the most solid dude in the deck. It's like you're choosing not to be a player anymore. You're choosing another path that's going to be good. You know? Or you could be this Queen of Wands energy, you know? And, you're getting karmic justice, you know? Six of Cups. Though, I don't know, this just feels like somebody you've known forever. They could have strong Libra and fire in their chart. That could be someone you need to release, okay? And then someone else is this little man-child, this King of Pentacles, he's spoiled little brat, acting like a little baby. Could be possibly over-drinking, over-consuming. You know, 9 cups in reverse is usually over-consumption of something. Here, though, it could be, you know, he's just got 9 cups of love. He's got 9 different people he's seeing, okay? Yeah, definitely release that. Shoot. Yeah, the Emperor now has confidence. He's moving on. He's moving on quickly to calmer waters. He's moving away from these things that trapped him, that made him feel, you know, not free, you know? And he's moving toward a healing love, you know? Yeah. Got you all up in your head needing to release these people, that's for sure, and walking away. But look, you're the wheel in the sky. It's gonna be good karma when you walk away. Yeah, you're releasing and letting go. Alright, for this Chariot, what is preventing the collective from moving forward? Yeah, what's preventing them from moving forward? What is preventing the collective from moving forward? The collective from moving forward. Letting go. You've got to let go. What's preventing you? Maybe you need money. You need charity. You need help. The truth. Clarity. It's like maybe you want to see things clearly. Let's get some more on that. But you got Hangman. That's Pisces energy. There's Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. What's preventing you from moving forward? The truth about, is it reciprocated? So maybe somebody's wanting to move forward and bring you a love offer. Why do I keep getting that message? Man, that's somebody's message out there. They don't know if they don't know if someone feels the same about them as they feel, you know? Can we get a little bit more for this Chariot? What is preventing the collective from moving forward? Yeah, it's a love freaking thing. Okay. I like doing love readings, but, oh yeah, somebody's been cut off. Somebody's getting cut off there. Look, that is like, hey Tuesday, the King of Swords, he's got boundaries, he cuts people out. If somebody does him wrong, he's like, see you, bye. You know? Somebody feeling regretful. So something that could be preventing you from moving forward is a relationship, maybe with the Queen. The Nine of Pentacles. I always think of her as the Queen of Pentacles, but Nine of Pentacles, that's Virgo energy. Could be, Capricorn or Taurus too. That's a strong, independent person. You got the Lovers there too, so it could be a relationship. And it's like you don't know if you want to move on from this or move toward this, because it's like you're all up in your head about it. It's like a regret though. So it's like maybe you don't know. You do have a decision to make in love, and it could be between two people, and you don't want to feel regretful over the decision you make. It could be between an earthy energy like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like you have a decision to make there. And you don't want to regret making the wrong decision. It's just, you don't know somebody, you don't know, you can't see it clearly if they love you the way you love them. You know what I mean? Like, you like this person, but you don't know if they like you too. Type thing. That's what that feels like to me. What's preventing y'all from moving forward? Could be a relationship. It could be a choice in love. It's something. You could be this King of Swords energy. Yeah, something's going to end, so something new can begin, guys. Oh, wow, look. Divine union. Once you close out that cycle, it's coming. Once you close out whatever this is, could be a relationship, this other one's going to be coming fast. Super fast. Okay? King of Wands there. Alright. Let's get some more clarity with this old purple deck. Yeah, because I don't feel like I understand that first question and answer. I don't understand that very good. Okay, what unhealthy habits or coping mechanisms does the collective need to release? We got Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Five of Wands, King of Cups. Can you clarify that, please? Somebody feeling left out in the cold? Oh, okay. Heartbreak. Could be something that's, breaking your heart. Making you feel left out in the cold. Could be a relationship. Yeah, you don't have clarity on this. Whatever it is, it's like you're not seeing these unhealthy habits clearly. Or could be you are like you have poor decisions right now. You're poor decision making skills. You're being impatient. Okay, so yeah, unhealthy habits. You are being impatient, so you need to have patience. You're not seeing things clearly. You need to be able to see things clearly, okay? But that's an unhealthy habit, is not seeing things clearly. Maybe you let intrusive thoughts in too much, you know what I mean? Sitting on the fence. Don't be a fence sitter. You know, in the Bible, God, He says He'll spit you out of His mouth if you're, you know, a fence rider like that. You could have a difficult decision to make. Justice, karmic justice. We see her down here. Right there. You got karmic justice, you got the Lovers, and you got, to me, it feels like justice is being served for maybe a relationship that had you just feeling depleted, you know? That could be an unhealthy, maybe not habit, but maybe you spend too much. You could spend too much money. And Lovers, you know, being there, unhealthy habit, you know, could be getting around town, you know. I don't know. But I do see those very clearly. You need to have patience. You need to make sure you find rest. You need to see things clearly, you know. Don't be all Casanova, you know. Make a decision when it comes to that department of love. Okay, choose one. I don't know. I'm not telling y'all what to do. Y'all can do whatever you want. But it might help you think a little bit more clearly if you only have to think about one, you know, keeping track of one person you're dating instead of like 9. Alright. Next question I asked was, sorry guys, what unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release? We got several here, okay? So who is this Queen of Wands with the Justice and 6 of Cups for the collective? What unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release? This could be someone who's like a lawyer, you know, could work for the Justice Department. They're Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be a fire sign, but very fiery, passionate person. Someone you've known for a long time. Okay. Can we clarify who that is? Justice, Queen of Wands. Yep, someone you're going to be moving on to calmer waters with. Oh, you're going to be healing. It's going to be a healing relationship. So maybe you're transitioning this relationship, overcoming, you know, some kind of hardship that was in this relationship. So it's like you're releasing some kind of hardship, you know, you're forgiving, you know, each other, and you're transitioning into something better. You know, you're releasing the unhealthiness of that relationship. That's good. Oh, you could be walking away from them. Okay, never mind. Alright. 8 of Swords, Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the Star. Thank you. Hangman. Okay, so it's Pisces energy. Their forward movement could be blocked. Hermit. So this could be a hermit energy. They could have Aquarius in their chart. Virgo, Aquarius. They could be very forceful, like direction. They could be very aggressive. Whoever that is, okay? That sounds familiar to you. That's someone you need to release and let go of. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just suggesting that you do that. Okay, with this full moon, it's a good time to release and let go. Yeah, let go of some friends who just do nothing but cause conflict in your life. Alright. What unhealthy relationships, says the collective, you need to release? We got Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, Strength. Yeah, Strength and the Emperor. Okay. Emperor, Strength, Two of Wands, and Knight of Wands. The truth is coming out about that person. Yeah, about how maybe they could be, you know, going around and talking about you behind your back. I don't know. Underhanded behavior. Yeah, you're definitely, you could be ending things with this person for sure. The Emperor. You got the Moon, okay? So there could be some kind of deception going on. You are closing out this cycle successfully, but there's some kind of deception going on. Could be underhanded behavior, deception, again, lack of communication with this person. But you've gained clarity. You now know what you got to do. You got to close out that cycle with that person. You got to close out that chapter of your life, whoever that is. Could be someone you're married to. Could be a job, a boss, you know, that you've got to say, see you, bye. All right, Four of Cups, King of Pentacles. There's an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You have 9 cups of love going, you know, like 9 people he's giving his little cup of love to. Can we clarify who that King of Pentacles? Judgment. They're getting judgment. I keep getting that for the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Virgos. Ooh, death. Yeah, your judgment is definitely coming for this person. Whoever this is that you are, this relationship you need to release. Death was on its side though, so it's like the relationship is ended, but there may not be any formal closure. It could be, like this ending is happening at the moment. It's in the progress of, you know, it's like maybe someone's still, this person could be undecided about closing things out, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Judgment's coming. Judgment is coming for that version. Spoiled little brat. Okay. What is preventing the collective from moving forward? Regret. That's what it looks like. Could be they don't know if things are, if someone feels the same way about them, you know, if they're wanting to move forward in another relationship or something. Ooh, you got 10 of Cups. Okay. like you're not able to manifest right now. Oh, the devil's sideways. Yeah, you could be all up in your head. Yeah, and if you're confirmation, balance, trying to find balance. Right now, that's where you are. You're trying to find balance, okay? Yeah, you could be trying to find balance. You could be trying to balance everything back out. That will help you move forward. Once you balance everything out, you'll be able to manifest again. Your manifestations, magician will be in the upright. Could be someone, with both of these on the side, could be someone who's you got someone blocking your forward movement. This could be a person who's very manipulative, very controlling. They could be trying to block your forward movement. Okay, those things, you need to release this person for sure. I feel this is you though. You are going to be balanced. You are cutting people out, Queen of Swords, hello. Yeah. Yeah, you're going after, wow, maybe emotional fulfillment, a new love with the King of Swords. It's a match for you. No, you're going after a new love. This person, it's like he's going after this Queen of Wands energy. Or that could just put a spark under your butt when this person comes towards you. Puts you into High Priestess mode. Wow. Guys, that's awesome. Sorry, my chair is very squeaky. Let's get some Kipper cards for y'all. Hey guys, how are y'all doing tonight? Hope y'all are doing well. Alright, for the collective, can we clarify who is this person they need to, are these unhealthy habits? Yeah, can we clarify that, unhealthy habits? You're not taking care of your health. Maybe something needs to end so that your health can get better. Look at that. It's like this is not ending, and so, or maybe unhealthy habits. Yeah, I feel like you just, maybe you're not taking real good care of your health, You could be always daydreaming, journey. You could be traveling a lot, and that's not good for your health. You could be, trying, like, privileged lady, I don't know why, but it could be someone who makes everybody believe they have a lot more money than they think they do. That's not good for your health either. You're trying to keep up with a group of people that, that's hard to do. Like it could deplete you, Trying to keep up with the Joneses, you know what I mean? Could deplete you financially, everything. Alright, who are these relationships they need to let go? We got Queen of Wands and Justice and Six of Cups down there. Okay, that's a relationship that causes you nothing but despair. So, yeah, you definitely need to be moving on to calmer waters for sure. Or this person could be in despair because you're moving on to calmer waters. Alright, this 8 of Swords, Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the Star, Hermit, and Chariot reverse. Clarify that, please and thank you. Change and imprisonment. Ooh wee. Yeah. Okay, so this person forcefulness. Yeah, this person may make you feel like you're imprisoned, or they could be going to jail. It's going to be a big change, you know, when you release this relationship. It could be such a big change that, I don't know, they do something reckless and it gets their butt in jail. You know, I don't know. Or it could be they're going to jail because of something they did at work, family room, thief. So they could have been stealing money, you know, or stealing something from your home, stealing something from work. Yeah, they're going to get a new pathway. They're going to go to jail. Whoever that King of Pentacles is, isn't that who it was? No, it was the Hermit, wasn't it? Yeah, Hermit and King of Pentacles, they, whoever they are, I keep getting the jail card for them. Okay, Knight of Wands, 2 of Wands, Strength, and Emperor. Who is that Emperor? He lives far off. He could be a thief. Distant Horizons reverse. Maybe he doesn't live far away. Maybe, I'm going to take in the upright. This person could live far away, you know. Oh wait, they don't live far away. They're in your community. Yeah. Okay. Who's this King of Pentacles? Little spoiled brat, 4 cups. 9 cups could have a lot of people. They're getting judgment. Ooh, look at that. King of Pentacles, Hermit, energy, imprisonment, judgment. Could be the same person. Where's that King of Pentacles? Wow, that landed right on my knee. There's a mature man, yeah. Figured. Mature man lover. It could be someone you're currently in a relationship with. Mature man, this King of Pentacles. Yeah, someone you currently live with. They're going to be getting judgment. You're going to be getting a gift. Great fortune. Courtship. Yeah. Alright, for the collective. Where'd that go? Coffin reverse. Yeah, there's something's ending, but it's like not fully. There's a step that needs to be taken before something can be closed out, before you can release things. Something. Can we clarify this? What's preventing the collective from moving forwards? We got the Magician and the Devil sideways. Can we clarify those? Thank you. Expectation. You're expecting this. You're expecting manipulation to happen and things to prevent you from moving forward. So you're ready. You're already, you know it's going to be toil and labor trying to move forward with maybe some people in your life that you haven't closed out the cycle with, closed out the relationship. Who's this Queen of Swords over here? Who is the Yeah, what's going on here in this little whole section? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, Lovers, false person. So this false person could be Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, Gemini strong. This false person, Gemini, they're all up in their head. They could be, I don't know. They're causing a bunch of toil and labor, that's for sure. Who's the Sun and the Six of Pentacles? Can we clarify the Sun, Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles? Adjudication. And Child. Something's going to be seen very clearly. Something to do with, you know, that could be you know, maybe it's like a divorce. You got adjudication and child, you know. Boy, howdy, you're gonna get sudden wealth if you go to a court of law. That's funny. Unexpected income. Yeah, sudden wealth at the courthouse, guys. This is interesting. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's get some. I'm going to clear all these cards out real quick, guys, so we don't have so many cards everywhere. I'm going to keep asking the same questions, but I'm just going to get T cards and we'll see what they say. You know what I mean? But yeah. Y'all definitely got several people you need to release. It looks like that's up to you, though. You've got willpower. I mean, you've got, what is that? Free will. You can choose who you want to be in your life. It looks like there's quite a few people who need to go. That's what that looks like to me. Alright. That's so much better. Got a clean slate. We'll ask the T cards, find out what the T cards say about this about these questions. Plus it gives me room for all the other stuff I'm going to be doing. So we'll take 1/2 for each, okay? So what unhealthy habits or coping mechanisms does the collective need to release under this full moon? Alright. What unhealthy habits do they need to release? Thank you. Whoa. Okay. Okay, dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Okay, so unhealthy habits. You could be paying a little bit too much attention to your work at this time. You need to find happiness. Maybe go out and smell the flowers. Be in the present, be in the here, be in the now, you know. Work, achievement, success. Yeah, it does look like y'all are paying a little bit too much close attention to your work. Diamond, you'll be receiving a gift or a precious gift. Don't be materialistic, okay? Right now. You know, because that can be a coping mechanism, going out and shopping, you know. Toxic positivity can be a bad coping mechanism. Pay attention to those things, guys. You got eggs, success assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah, work could be, you could be overworking. Don't overwork yourself. Make sure you find time for rest, okay? Reconciliation. Oh, man. Y'all could be one of those people who just keeps giving people chances after chances after chances. That could be toxic. Reconciliation, if it's like over and over, like, you know what I mean? You keep giving them chances. Get back to the basics. Yes. Beware of great pride. Yeah, don't be too prideful, guys. That would be definitely an unhealthy habit. Or coping mechanism. Like, you know, you don't feel confident going to this gathering or whatever that you're going to be going to. And so you act a little overly confident, too cocky. You know, that can be toxic. That cannot, you know, that's not a very good thing. Spiritual love. Don't wear the rose-colored glasses, okay? Sometimes people can put on rose-tinted glasses and they think the relationship is a lot better than they think it is. You know what I mean? They need to take the glasses off and see it for what it truly is. You got great worry over nothing. So you could be a worry wart. That is definitely an unhealthy habit you need to release, okay? I know. I'm a worry wart too. Okay. Alright. What unhealthy relationships does the collective need to release right now? What can you tell us about their unhealthy relationships? Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit. What unhealthy relationships? A boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So you could be releasing someone who wears boots. I don't know. A bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Yes, you need to release. Release the enemies. Quit giving them chance after chance. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yeah. Oh, I hope that doesn't mean you're not able to release these people. I hope that it just shows you who you need to release. You know, this broken bridge maybe. Something important such as a new job or a raise. You could be needing to release that. You know, a job. There could be a relationship at your job that you need to release. It could be you need to release that job. You know, I don't know. Temptation will test you. Oh gosh. Temptation may test y'all, but that, man, that's something now definitely needs to be released. It's temptation, you know. Involvement with the law, yes. So something could be going on in a courthouse to do with your relationships. You know, could be a divorce, I don't know. Peace and harmony. That's good. Once you release all these relationships, there's going to be peace and harmony. You're going to hang out with your close friends, man. You're going to have fun with a close friend. A sincere wish will be granted. Yeah, probably once you release and let go, you're making room for these wishes to be granted. Disappointment in a friend or lover, yes. Anyone who's disappointing you, yeah, just release them, man. Let them go with love. You don't need that kind of crap in your life, you know what I mean? Triumph over troubles, obstacles. Awesome. You're going to be able to release. You're going to be able to let go. That's good. We got casket, yeah. Someone's going out of your life. There's definitely going to be an ending to some relationships. Maybe an older woman. Okay. Could be a two-faced friend. Could be a fair man. So maybe a mom and a son. And they're two-faced. Yep. Yeah, a younger man. Okay, what is preventing the collective from moving forward? Cut that half yet. What's preventing the collective from moving forward? Do my Holy Spirit. A parrot. Oh, that's that gossip one. Ew. People gossiping. Younger man. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. That could be preventing you from moving forward. Okay. We've got... We got parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Don't let that prevent you from moving forward, guys. Just don't have any secrets. You know what I mean? That's what I do. Position of authority. Someone controlling. Someone is very controlling. Could be this older woman, fair man. They are controlling things right now, and that is what's preventing you from moving forward. They could be going around, yeah, they could be freaking narcs, or worse. But anyway, and they're going around spreading lies about you. They're going around, you know, they've got their little flying monkeys, okay, spreading this gossip too, you know. That's what a flying monkey is. Someone they lie to, and then that person they know that person's a gossip, so then they go around lying to everybody else about you. You are highly thought of, though, during this time, okay? Victory in some endeavor. Yeah, you're going to be victorious in this, okay? You're going to be victorious. You could be a younger woman dealing to a relationship with a younger woman. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Yeah, that's you. You're gonna get victory, man. We got chain of events that will affect your life for sure. Chain of events that will affect your life. Got club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Yes, as I was saying, that throne made me think of someone very controlling. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. You're going to get your house in this divorce, okay? Have no worries. You're going to be victorious. Could be a divorce between an older woman and a fair man. Or these two could just be plotting and planning behind your back. That could be who he's with. A wish will not be granted for them. Yeah. That's funny, I was just talking about them. Okay, guys. Yeah. That's crazy. That's good, though. A feel like y'all are going to be able to release whoever it is you need to release. It's a job, person, place, thing, you know, whatever it may be. I really feel like things are going to be ending that need to be ending right now. I really do. And that is awesome. I'm cleaning up as I go, so then it makes it easier for me at the end to just go through and shuffle the cards I need to shuffle. Let's get some energy cards for y'all. Full moon energy. What energy will this full moon bring for the collective? What full moon, or what energy will this full moon bring for the collective? Please and thank you. Whoa. Jump in. Whoa. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. Wow. All right. Jump in. Yeah, it's like y'all are going to break free. You're going to step back first, I feel. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Yeah, about who and what you need to release right now. Step back and look it over, okay? You still got the shadow phase of the full moon tomorrow and the next day, you know, to do a fire ceremony if you want. Release what you need to release. Step back, maybe check in. Yeah, for sure. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. So you're going to step back, you're going to check in, okay? Yeah, and then you're going to be able to break free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. You're going to be breaking free, which then allows you space to be present. You know, to just be here and be present once you break free. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment. Just stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. So you're going to be able to be present, okay? You're going to be given a fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Maybe you're going to break free, do a fresh start, and then be present. You know, you're going to learn how to be present. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Wow. Yeah, make sure when you do this, you believe, okay? Believe in yourself. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that lives inside your heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life, and you will do exactly that. Yeah. Step back, check in, break free. Then you're going to be given a fresh start. You'll be able to be in the present, in the here, in the now. You'll be able to expand and believe. Believe in yourself once again. That's awesome. Let's get y'all some intention cards for this full moon. Alright, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, for this full moon energy for the collective. What intentions will this full moon bring for the collective? Please and thank you. Oh. Look, check in again. That's funny. You're going to get some great news. I have something amazing to share with you. That's good. Hopefully it's not from a meddler. Okay, we saw a meddler there. Small favor and posture check in. Perspective, honesty, gossip, and chaos. Okay, so you got an imposter who may be trying to gossip and create chaos, which we did see that. The older woman and her son. Small favor, I'm hoping you won't mind helping me with something minor. So you have someone coming in, needing a small favor right now around this full moon, okay? Check in, I want to catch up, make sure you're doing well and see where we stand. You'd have a friend coming in and check in on you. That's good. Hey guys, thank y'all for watching. Perspective. You have someone, I value your opinion and would appreciate your unique approach to this situation. So they could need a small favor. You know, it's like they're going to check in. They're going to say, hey, I need your perspective about something. You know, do you mind helping me with this? They're honest, whoever this is. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. That's good. Then you have someone here who, yeah, they're an imposter. Be careful. All of this could be this imposter, okay? I'm not who you think I am. You know, you could think they're honest, but they're really not. You know, so just be aware. I'm a magnet for trouble. It's not my fault. I leave a trail of mayhem behind me. Yeah. And then you got gossip. You'll be eager to hear this, but beware what I say about others could easily be said about you. I cannot stand a gossip. Guys, I'm telling y'all, if y'all ever try to do that around me, I'll be like, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. I don't want to hear what he said, she said. You know what I mean? So those are your intention cards. That's good. You got someone honest. Hopefully. Let's get y'all. I was going to do an oracle, but I think I'm just going to do the Moonology cards, because I'm doing a lot of cards. I could get y'all an oracle card, though, for this full moon. What Moonology messages do you have for the collective for July 10th? Full moon energy. What message do you have for them today under this full buck moon, full moon, and Capricorn? Under the collective. Thank you. Last quarter moon, Taurus. Be proud of yourself, guys. Be proud of yourself. You got last quarter moon, Libra. Make time for self-love. Yes, make sure y'all are loving on yourselves right now, guys, for sure. You know it? I can put those two back over here. Let's get y'all some herbs. What herbs should y'all be working with right now and under the light of this full moon? What herbs does the collective need to be working with for this full moon? Thyme on the bottom, that looks like plantain on the top. Yeah, plantain. Looks like the broadleaf. Okay. We got juniper. I love those trees. I want a juniper tree. Okay, characteristics. Evergreen shrub to 6 feet. Okay, so it's not really a tree, I guess. To 25 feet in height. Yellow flowers for the males and green flowers for the females. April to June. Fruits are berry-like cones. Grows in dry and rocky soils in North America, Europe, and Asia. Dried ripe second-year berries are collected and cultivated for culinary use. Berries and new twigs are used most commonly to treat gastrointestinal problems or as a diuretic. Juniper tea can also be ingested as a blood thinner and to reduce fevers. The dried berries can be chewed as an appetizer. Oil of juniper is common in patent medicines. Distillates from juniper berries are made into gin. Paradoxically, chewing berries is a herbalist prescription for encouraging digestion in recovering alcoholics. The juniper wood is also used for fence posts and in production of pencils. Caution: prolonged use of a diuretic or in large doses can irritate kidneys and urinary passages. Yeah, I was going to say, make sure you talk to your doctor before you ever use any kind of herbs, okay, guys? Because there are a lot of drug-herb interactions that are not good, okay? And you got castor bean. Anyway, characteristics. Annual shrub, grows 3 to 10 feet in height, with leaves of 2.5 feet across, smaller when cultivated in temperate climates. Flowers late summer. Originally native in the Middle East and later to southwestern Asia and the Arabian Peninsula. Cultivated in temperate climates as an ornamental plant, it has numerous subspecies and varieties. This plant has diverse commercial uses. The oil from the bean or seed is a nutritive product with strong laxative properties. Other uses of the oil include, but are not limited to, the manufacture of textiles, paints, and lacquers, ink, soaps, brake fluid, grease, and plastics. Warning: the seeds or beans are quite poisonous. Yeah, I'd say so. The entire plant contains an irritant blood poison. Ugh. Castor oil can be toxic and even fatal when taken in overdose. Only castor oil expelled from seeds is safe. So take care, guys. Talk to your doctor before you ever use castor beans, okay? Get y'all some verses for this full moon. For the collective, what verses would you like for them to lay upon their heart during this full moon? I love that one. I love that one. Love one another as I have loved you. Yes, that's like a golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. You know what I mean? Love one another. John 13:34. I love that card. I love that verse. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. John 14:27. That's a good one. The Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things. John 14:26. That's funny, John 14:26, John 14:27. Interesting. If you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, and you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. Matthew 17:20. Yeah. That's a good one. Alright, and let's get y'all some karma cards. We'll end with the karma cards. I don't think I'm going to do any dice. I've already been on here for right at 2 hours. I'm going to go take a break. I don't know. I guess we could... No, I really don't. I'm not feeling the dice tonight. Alright. Planets, signs, houses. So we got houses, planets, and signs. In the third house. Okay. Let me get my little pieces of paper to talk about the houses and stuff like that. Okay, the third house, it talks about consciousness and expression, okay? Oops. So y'all got Sun and Gemini in the 9th house. Sun and Gemini in the 9th house. Okay? Let's talk about those for a moment. The Sun rules Leo. Keywords are life force, personality. Dave's the weakest Sunday, okay? Gemini is an air sign. It's a mutable sign. Their qualities are communication, curious, and intellectual. Their body part is the lungs, arms, and fingers, okay? Cardinal signs are the leaders and the idea people of the zodiac, okay? Wait. Mutable. My bad. Mutable. Okay, so Gemini is a mutable sign. Mutable signs are the adapters of the zodiac, a little bit older and wiser, okay? It is an air sign. Let me read about that. Air is a symbol of communication, intelligence, and versatility. A birth chart with prominent air most likely belongs to a person who prefers thinking logically rather than emotionally, okay? And then we have in the 9th house. The 9th house talks about religion, philosophy, and travel. That would be Sagittarius's house, okay? Let me read those cards for y'all. It says, demonstrate what you want to be known as if it or they came from all there is. It says, realize what is believed about the philosophies and laws involved. Act like a leader. Use the quickest way and do it in a big way, okay? And then on this side we have the creation of information to explain spiritual values. The gaining of respect for or from communications about long-range thinking or travel. Things brought to life or light resulting from the fluctuations of what is to be shared. Okay? So those are your karma cards. I hope y'all enjoyed this reading tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the little fire full moon gathering. There we go. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. God bless y'all. I hope y'all have a great full moon. And yeah, have a good night, guys. See y'all next time. God bless y'all.